Hello guys! In this lesson, we're going to talk about the laws and regulations you must know. Let's get started. Email marketing benefits businesses, but you need to know the laws and regulations that you have to abide by to avoid being charged with huge fines. PECR, or the Privacy and Electronics Communications Regulations, is a privacy law derived from the European law which applies to organizations that provide communications, networks, and services. The law will apply to organizations that market by SMS, phone, fax, or email. Another privacy law, also called the General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, which started last May 2018, aims to protect every individual's personal information. It was designed to create a uniform way of providing protection and rights to individuals. GDPR changes how businesses handle the information of their customers who interact and give their personal data to them. For those who don't abide by the rules under GDPR or PECR, a huge fine awaits those who are proven guilty of breaching the rules. For businesses that market using emails, you are allowed to send emails to people in your list who have given their consent to receive email messages from you. The person who gives the consent must give it freely. They must be informed, and the data must be collected with affirmative action. The law states that you must be able to provide proof of when and how the consent was given. The consent must be different from the other agreement of terms and conditions. The information regarding the consent must be known in a simple language that anyone can understand. As a marketer, you must keep records of the sign-up forms that people use to opt in and submit their information. Record when, where, and how the consent was provided. The process for signing up must be simple, and the person must be able to easily click on a link if they decide to unsubscribe from your mailing list. Also, if the opt-in form has a checkbox as an option to receive marketing news and updates from the brand, it must not be ticked before the visitor decides to subscribe from your mailing list. When people decide to submit their information and give out their email address, you must send them another verification email to give them the option to continue and subscribe to your mailing list if they really want to. You must let your subscribers have an option to easily opt out from your mailing list. If they want to unsubscribe, and you don't make it easy for them to remove their email address from your mailing list, then it will raise an issue, making your subscribers report you. This can result in the banning of your marketing promotions with that email service provider. You must audit your existing list. You must be sure that you have proof of when and how your subscribers gave their consent. You can implement a re-permission program. If these subscribers don't have enough data in your records of where and how they gave their consent for being part of your mailing list, then you can send a new email to ask if they want to continue receiving emails from you. If they still like to keep receiving emails from your brand, then they can click on the link that you'll provide. If they do that, you can have proof of when and how they give their consent to receive emails from you. An exemption to instances where you can send email marketing promotions to people without consent is when you have obtained data from the customer in the course of a sale of your product or service. Lastly, you need to know about CAN-SPAM. It stands for Controlling the Assault of Non-Solicited Pornography and Marketing. It was a law signed due to the increasing number of complaints of people receiving unwanted spam emails. It only applies to the United States. As marketers who send promotions through email, you must know that you must comply with CAN-SPAM. You must make sure that the subject of your email must not hide the content that you intend to share with your recipient. If you don't do this, you will let your subscribers feel betrayed, and they will tend to mark your messages as spam. The content must reflect the email sender, and it must include the sender's physical address. Every email sent must have an option to unsubscribe, and it must be honored within 10 days. An exemption to CAN-SPAM are the emails that concern to a confirmation email after purchasing a product or service. As a business owner who promotes your products or services using emails, You must know the rules that you must abide by so you won't face the fines and charges against your business if you don't comply. Now that you learned about the laws and regulations